Interior Movie Theater, Chicago, night. A theater of festival goers eagerly wait for the film to begin. A sense of restlessness, no, anticipation fills the air. The patrons quickly fall under the spell of the narrator, whose voice is a cross between burnished leather and the singing of 100 very attractive angels. Toward the front of the theater, a young couple argues, kisses, fidgets. The young man starts to drape his arm around his date before abruptly losing his nerve. A few rows behind them, a pedantic middle-aged man explains the enduring influence of Varda, Kurosawa, Bergman, to his unsuspecting seat neighbor, who did not ask. A cell phone rings loudly as his owner anxiously searches their pockets. Other patrons sigh audibly. An elderly woman quietly, loudly tells her husband that he should have thought about going to the bathroom earlier. He sheepishly gets up. Several latecomers shuffle in. One of them balances an armful of concessions while loudly slurping their soda. Sitting alone in the back, a barista, dog walker, film school graduate smiles silently as she reads the screen. Maybe she'll finish writing that screenplay after all. Cut to the Chicago International Film Festival.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 57th Chicago International Film Festival's awards announcement, where we celebrate the winners from this year's festival. My name is Vivian Tang, and I'm Managing Director, and together with Mimi Plauché, one of the co-heads of the Chicago International Film Festival. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. The festival is truly a labor of love for us, and this year has meant more to us than ever as we return to theaters. The human connection is stronger than ever this year, and we're united by our universal love of cinema. I'd like to acknowledge the extraordinary work of Artistic Director Mimi Plauché, Senior Programmer Anthony Kaufman, programmers Sam Flancher, Amir George, Raul Benitez, and Emily Eddy, and the entire festival team for helping shape and present this year's festival. To our filmmakers, thank you for sharing your stories with us and your films with us. Your stories and creativity continue to inspire us and to broaden our perspectives. Thank you to our jury members from around the world who've had the challenging task of watching so many films and awarding winners from such an impressive lineup. A very special thank you to Ogilvy, our ad agency, for creating our fantastic Cut To trailer and campaign. I've watched it countless times, as I'm sure you have as well, and it makes me smile and laugh every single time. To our sponsors and partners led by Goldman Sachs and Xfinity, thank you for being a champion of the arts and for believing in the power of cinema. And to you, our audience who's watching, thank you for being a part of this year's festival, for welcoming us into your home for our online portion or joining other film lovers in the theater. So we're ready for awards. Please welcome shorts programmer Amir George, who will start with the animated short film competition.
Thank you, Vivian. Our jury members this year were Josh May, Candace Majors, and Alexandra Ramirez. Part Neon Fever Dream, part Psychedelic Parable, an eye-catching adrenaline rush with a cautionary tale at the center, the bond between brother and sister, and the meaning to one's existence. The Silver Hugo Award for animation goes to Nuevo Rico, directed by Christian Mercado.
Oh, wow. Damn. Wow. Sorry. Amazing. Oh my God. I'm so honored. Thank you so much. That is so, wow. Yo, thank you. So honored by this award. Thank you so much. Yeah. Nuevo Rico. I should say something profound and important right now. All right. So thank you so much for honoring us. I felt like Nuevo Rico to me was a really big labor of love. A lot of people worked on it. So I want to thank everyone who was a part of it and everyone who's supported it and been on this journey. And it's really a big film that showcases what's possible, I think, in cinema in a big way, because oftentimes we don't see ourselves in certain fields mediums, especially when it comes to sci-fi and futurism. And I think there's something powerful about saying something about our past and the future. And for me, it's important for us to see ourselves in the future. And I think that yeah, I'm just really honored by this. So thank you so much for like awarding us. Bless.
Thank you, Christian. For our next award, with an irresistible animation by the bittersweet gaze of the director, the jury found a reflection full of humor about childhood and its expectations versus the reality of adulthood. The Gold Hugo Award for animation goes to Affairs of the Art, directed by Joanna Quinn.
What the? This is what Beryl said when she received the news. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Oh my
thanks
goodness.
a million. This is fantastic news for us, especially because we actually won a Silver Hugo with you, I think in 2007. So it's like coming back home.
Such a shame we can't be there. Hope you all have a fantastic time, or you've had a fantastic time at the festival. And just to say, this is such an honour. And
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
because such a well-respected festival and little us, so that's brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you to the jury, of course, for choosing us, and I suppose we should thank the National Film Board, because it's a co-production with them, our producer there, Michael Fukushima, and everybody who made the film with us here in Wales. So thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks again. Fantastic, fantastic. Great.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Moving into our short documentary category, this year's jury was comprised of Neville Shinar, Ala Morgan Elise Johnson, and D.S. Chun. Joining us today, please allow me to welcome juror members D.S. Chun and Morgan Elise Johnson.
Hello, do I go first, Amir? Hello?
DS could go first. That would be great.
Okay.
That sounds great. Hi, everybody. This short documentary centered on the audiovisual archive of a great Western empire's entry into the space race. It immersed us in a dysphoria of scale that one would feel trying to film the successful launch of that rocket. That becomes a foundation for the inheritance of the diaspora that the building of the launch pad caused. Transforming the meaning of a black frame with white specks into both the attempt to film this colonial victory symbol in the dark night sky with a home movie camera, and filling the same frames with the meaning of heartbreak and loss into the succession of nearly blank frames. This film's utilization of cinematic craft and storytelling magic and its exploration of the French archive as a tool for telling the story of the community of Balmanerie in Guyana that it erased. The Silver Hugo Award goes to Audrey Jean-Baptiste and Maxime Jean-Baptiste for Listen to the Beat of Our Images.
Sorry, the sound. So thank you very much. I'm really moved by this award, really. I have a special thought to my brother, which is a co-director of this movie. It's the first time we worked together. We did movies by ourselves, and we decided to work together for the first time. So so it was we were really honored to be selected at such a great festival, and so the award is just like a cherry on the cake. So I'm really moved. Sorry, I'm a bit intimidated, so my English is just woo. And I dedicate this award to the Shosho family, which we work with to make this movie. And my sound was not so good, so I didn't hear all the words you said, but thanks a lot to the jury. It really means a lot to us, and that this Guyanese, this French Guyanese story moved you in the US. So thanks a lot, and I hope we'll see. We could go in real at Chicago for the festival. But yes, I'm really moved. Yeah, really. So thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm going to be presenting our short film jury competition winner, an enthralling commentary that pulls us into the violence and disconnectedness of an increasingly globalized world. Greetings from Myanmar epitomizes what short form documentary can be. The work asks us to re-examine our sense of place, position, and privilege, using images and testimony that play on beauty, horror, and the absurd. The filmmakers employed the familiar aesthetic of what we see in a 5-star travel resort commercial, while drawing out the aspects of colonialism and tourism that Western culture teaches us to ignore, the intrusiveness of whiteness, and the complexity and politics of safety. After I watched this film for the third time, I began to research this region and its people, which I had not previously learned of. I learned that there is a Rohingya cultural center here in Chicago that supports refugees, and that Chicago is home to 1,600 refugees, one of the largest refugee communities in the United States. I learned that just like your film, the Rohingya here in Chicago primarily work in the service industry and is in dire need of our support. Greetings from Myanmar challenges us to do more, to see people as more than a product or a service, to commit ourselves to making this world more safe and free. This is the power of documentary, and I commend you on this cinematic achievement. The impact of your art will not only help the Rohingya people, but it can help shape how we view colonialism, classism, and all refugee communities. Thank you so much for this offering, Suniva Sunbi and Andreas Reeser. You are the first place winners.
Hello from Norway, and thank you to the jury for this award. It means a lot to both the co-director Andreas Rieser and to me. A special thanks to the production company Bacon in Oslo for helping us out, and thanks to the festival for selecting our short to this year's festival program. It means a lot. So yeah, thank you.
Now to introduce our live action short film jury members, Blair Baines, Marari Jarima, and Monica Sorrell. Joining us today is jury member Monica Sorrell.
Thank you, Amir. It's an honor to represent my fellow jurors in presenting the awards for Chicago International Film Festival's live action shorts. The Silver Hugo goes to an exquisitely choreographed, beautifully constructed, self-contained dream world with a surreal, nightmarish look into the class disparities between the elite and the inner lives of those that serve them. It is with great honor and privilege that we present the Silver Hugo to Filipiniana by Rafael Manuel.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, hello. On behalf of the team, I just wanted to say thank you very much to the jury, of course, to the festival team, and to the audiences. Our film Filipiniana is very much a film about the Philippines. So it warms our heart greatly to know that our struggles resonate. They resonate and are heard and felt and seen by audiences in Chicago. I hope to see you all someday soon hopefully in a cinema in Chicago. But until then, thank you again very much for continuing to champion cinema amidst all these uncertain times. So thank you very much, and it's an honor. Thank you.
Thank you. And now to present the Gold Hugo. We found this film so impactful in its humor, its sensitivity, and in its ambition, blending science fiction and reality to create a moving portrait on the power of imagination for working class women in the global South. We are proud to present the Gold Hugo to Cireal by Carlos Segundo.
Hello, Chicago. Hello, everyone. I'm Carlos Segundo from Brazil, director of Sideral. I'd like to thank the festival and especially the jury members. We know the Chicago Film Festival is one of the most important festivals in the world, and it's an honor for us to be here receiving this award. I hope next time I can be there in person to celebrate together. And that's it. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone. My name is Anthony Kaufman. I'm the senior programmer here at the festival. And I'm going to introduce our Chicago Award jury and the Chicago Award, which is selects the best film made in Chicago, Illinois, or by a local filmmaker based in the area. So we had 6 features and 8 shorts in this category that were all competing for the Chicago Award. Our jurors, as you can see on the screen here, Andre Muir, who actually won our Chicago Award last year for his short film Patois. Filmmaker Jenny Shi, whose feature debut Finding Ying Ying won numerous awards and played at last year's film festival. And Emmy winner John Siskel, co-director of Louder Than a Bomb and The Road Up, winner of last year's Documentary Audience Award at the festival. So we had 3 great filmmakers who participated in last year's festival. And to announce the winner of the Chicago Award, Andre Muir. Come on down, Andre.
Hi, everyone. Just want to say thank you so much to the festival, and I'm so honored to be a part of this jury, and thank you to the rest of the jury members. So starting off, we wanted to start with we wanted to give out an honorable mention, and that goes to Close Ties to Home Country, written, directed, and starring Akansha Krasinski. It's a cheeky, funny, and heartfelt rumination on the invisible stories of many first-generation immigrants trying to survive and find meaning in life while separated from their loved ones back home. So yeah, thank you so much. And moving on to the actual Chicago Award. Any Given Day is a powerful and genuine portrait of what life is like while living with mental illness. Through an intimate and compassionate lens, the film observes the joy and struggles of 3 subjects as they participate in the Cook County Mental Health Court Probation Program, and their friendships with the filmmaker as she confronts her own history of mental illness. Crafted with love, respect, bravery, and deep empathy, the film not only destigmatizes mental illness, but also contemplates a better way to support those in need. Let's welcome Margaret, please.
Unfortunately, Margaret is not in attendance today, so we'll hear from her at some point in the future.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andre. And now I'd like to introduce Artistic Director Mimi Plochet, who's going to announce our Outlook jury.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Anthony. And big congratulations to all of the award winners so far. It's So as Anthony mentioned, my name is Mimi Plochet and I'm Artistic Director of the Chicago International Film Festival. And now I am proud to announce the winners of our Outlook competition. The Chicago International Film Festival has been recognizing LGBTQ films since its inception, honoring such directors as Rainer Werner Fassbinder, Amos Gutmann, Don Cameron Mitchell, Bill Condon, and Gus Van Sant, among many others. The Q Hugo Award celebrates the talents of queer filmmakers and films from around the world. This year's Outlook jury, as you can see, included Hong Kong-based filmmaker and chairman of the Hong Kong Gay and Lesbian Film Festival, Ray Young, filmmaker and film and video curator at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, Emily Harris, and French actor known for his work with celebrated filmmakers, including François Ozon and Gael Morel, Stéphane Rideau. Thank you to all of our jury members. So this year, the jury awarded a special mention to Jacques Audiard's Paris 13th District. They awarded it for its absolute charm, its freshness, and for the superb interpretation of its actors. It is a romantico carnal fresco, superbly and fully mastered by Jacques Audiard's brilliant eye and undeniable talent. The Silver Hugo goes to Hamaguchi Ryusuke's Wheel of Fortune and Fantasy. The Silver Q Hugo is presented to this film, a fascinating film about coincidences which open up our imaginations. The three stories in the film start with familiar situations, but they all end up different from what was expected. The encounters depict poignant moments about human behavior, desire, revenge, deception, regret, and jealousy. All the characters are unpredictable, yet authentic. They are full of anxiety, but also filled with hope. And ultimately, their lives lead them to face the truth. Subtle and measured, this film about human connection is deeply and quietly affecting. And we have a video from filmmaker Ryusuke Hamaguchi accepting the award.
こんにちは。偶然と創造監督脚本を担当した浜口竜介です。シカゴ国際映画祭アウトルックの部門でシルバーヒューゴ賞、偶然と創造がいただいたということで、本当にありがとうございます。光栄に思っています。オムニバスで3話ある中の特に第3話を評価をしていただいているんではないかというふうに思います。ここに出演されている浦部房子さん、河合青さん、そのお二人の、基本的にはもう会話で進行していく話、一日のしかも本当に短い時間の話なんですけれども、この二人の演技のおかげで、この二人が本当に、ここまでの人生生きてきたんだなと、そういう悩みとか苦しみっていうのを、抱えながら今こうして出会っているんだなっていうことを、本当に信じられる形で説得力を持って演じていただいた、その結果の受賞だというふうに思っています。それを見つけてくれた審査員の皆さんに心からお礼を申し上げます。本当に光栄です。ありがとうございます。
I'm going to just do a quick interpretation or translation of the director's comments. So he said, I'm director Hamaguchi Ryusuke, the director of Wheel of Fortune and Fantasy, and he wanted to thank the jury for the recognition of this film. He said that it is an omnibus film, and he thinks that particularly the third story in the film is being recognized by the jury. And for that, he has to thank his two actors, Urabe Fusako and Aoba Kawai, who perform in this. They spent, you see the scene as one day where the two women talk together and they go through their worries and their troubles and just create an utterly believable situation through their performances. So he thanks them for their perseverance and he thanks the jury for the award. And last but not least, the Gold Q Hugo is awarded to Great Freedom by director Sebastian Mize. They recognize it as a film that is masterful in its craft. The mise en scène, the acting, cinematography, design, pace, and script are all faultless. It is a film full of deep themes that percolate the human condition while effectively portraying the impact of this pertinent and important moment in history. The jury says we found the film to be beautiful and poignant, tackling complex emotion with absolute precision. It is specific, yet at the same time feels metaphorical and universal, because Great Freedom is not only a film about injustice, the injustices of a post-war era, but it is also a tremendous and tender love story brilliantly navigated through the nuance of great filmmaking and acting. Its achievement is that the film makes us think about so much more than its subject matter and becomes a reflection on what it means to be free. It is perfectly balanced blend of the personal and the political. And we're very happy to have with us here Sebastian to accept the award. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Sebastian. Hello. Hi, hello from Vienna. It's thank you so much. It's a really great honor. Thanks to the jury and thanks to the festival also for having our film. Thanks for the beautiful words. It's really I'm also very moved. It's really great. Thank you so much, and yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sam Blanchard. I'm a programmer here, and I'm thrilled to be announcing this year's New Directors Competition. The Chicago International Film Festival, from its inception, was founded on the principle of discovery. We discovered many first-time directors: Martin Scorsese, Christoph Zanussi, Wim Wenders, Oliver Stone. There's many more that have been showcased at the festival and in our New Directors Competition specifically. These are films that are screening for the first time in the US, and these bold works from emerging talent showcase exciting new voices in international cinema. Our New Directors jury is Associate Curator at the Art Institute of Chicago, Robin Farrell. Film director Lily Horvath. She directed Preparations to Be Together for an Unknown Period of Time, which won the Gold Hugo at this competition last year at the 56th Chicago International Film Festival. Film director Joel Karakesi, whose Mercy of the Jungle received the Silver Hugo at the 54th Chicago International Film Festival. So thank you to the jury for your excellent selections. I will read their commendation text here. So starting off with the Silver Hugo, set in Colombia in 1998, this film's captivating tale follows a single mother's harrowing race against time as she attempts to rescue her son from enforced military service. Titled after the protagonist, Amparo is both a moving portrait of a mother's love and determination and a gripping critique of the patriarchal society and unscrupulous characters she encounters in order to keep her family safe. This debut feature is masterfully rendered through director Simón Meza Soto's lens, which navigates the chaotic and corrupt setting of Medellin from a deeply intimate perspective. So the Silver Hugo goes to Amparo from Colombia, directed by Simón Meza Soto. And Simón is here if you want to say a few words.
Hello, hello from Colombia. Thanks a lot. This is amazing. I have a story with the Chicago Film Festival with my shorts. I have won the Gold Hugo twice, so for me this is like an honor again, and it's I feel like I have a connection with this festival, and being here is amazing. Thanks to the festival, the programmers, the jury, and thanks to the crew, the whole crew of the team. My partner who is watching this, the producer and cinematographer Juan Sarmiento, the actress that Sandra, she's the film, and thank you for letting us show a part of the life in Colombia back in the 90s. I think it was important for me to show a perspective of how it could be. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Simón. Yeah, what a thrill to have two short films win our competition and then to be an award winner here in our New Directors Competition. And now moving on, the winner of this year's Gold Hugo for the New Directors Competition tells the story of a day when a child feels all alone in the world, even though he is surrounded by hundreds of people. In a snowbound boarding school somewhere in Eastern Anatolia, in a world that is based on punishment and humiliation, 11-year-old Yusuf is desperately trying to stay true to himself and his best friend, Memo. As the meticulously constructed plot comes to a surprising and utterly original turning point, we realize that it is even harder for him than we had thought. For its poignant portrayal of friendship, fidelity, fear, and culpability, the Gold Hugo goes to Brother's Keeper by Ferit Karahan. And we have Ferit here to say a few words.
Hi everyone. Thank you for the festival. Thank you for the jury. Really, I didn't expect that, and wow, it's such a big honor. And I want to thank you, my producer, Kanat Doğramacı, who took me and actually put me in the very deep hole. And also, I want to thank you for my daughter, and she's my light. And also I want to thank to Asteros and company and production company and Intramovies and Flama Booking. I want to dedicate to this ever to my co-writer, my wife, and my life, to Gülistan Acet. And she, from the beginning, she was being my eyes, and I couldn't say anything else. And thank you so much. I'm so happy, and thank you a lot.
Hi, everyone. Moving on to our next competition, the International Documentary Competition. I'm really excited about this year's jury we had. It's kind of exciting. You know, one thing about being virtual, as our jury was this year, is we could have people from all over the world. So it was a little bit difficult to schedule that jury meeting with the different time zones. But we made it work, and yeah, it was great. We had Oscar-nominated producer Julie Goldman, who's produced films directed by Steve James, Nan-Fu Wang, Roger Ross Williams, and this year's Velvet Underground, and 3 alumni of our documentary competition from Australia, Sari Braithwaite, whose film Censored won the Best Documentary at the 2018 Film Festival, Bruno Santamaria of Mexico, whose Things We Dare Not Do took home the top prize last year, and Emmy-winning Israeli documentary filmmaker and journalist Maya Zinstein, whose films Forever Pure and Till Kingdom Come both played in our competition. So yeah, we're very happy to have all of them participating this year. We looked at, to get to the 8 films in this year's competition, most of them North American and US premieres. We looked at our programming team, 835 feature documentaries. So of those over 800, we had 8 in competition and 2 winners. And to announce the winners is Bruno Santamaria from Mexico. Thank you so much, Bruno.
Hello, thank you, Anthony. I am in there. Yes, I think so. Well, very good day to everybody. I can say on behalf of all the jury, we really appreciate the invitation to see an incredible selection of films that touch us in different ways. And we felt really honored to discuss every movie to arrive to a decision. And well, the Silver Hugo goes to Baby Yard Context, directed by Sergei Lotnitsa. This masterfully crafted study of a human catastrophe that stands out in World War II history for its barbarism illustrates the depth of war's power to dehumanize a people as it disposes of them through the advent of unspeakable horrors. And yet this is also a deeply human film. The use of archival footage confers human dignity in a profoundly moving, haunting, and impactful way within this unfolding human tragedy. Immersive, captivating, and deeply distressing, Babi Yar context makes clear. Bearing witness to such past tragedies is the first step if we are ever to see the world today in a true light. Congratulations.
And we have Sergey here. Sergey?
Yes. Hello, good morning, day, evening, night. Hello, everyone. We are now from Vilnius in editing place with the editor of the film. Hello. So we work on the new film. And I hope it will be next year in Chicago. So, and it's a great honor to have this prize. And it's very important for the film. And thank you, jury, for this prize. And I would like to thank Babin Yar Holocaust Memorial Center, who support this film and commissioned this film. I can say just the saying truth, it's very easy, but accepting truth is so difficult, and this is why it's so important to tell this story again and again. And I hope this prize help us to release and show film in all the world and even in the United States. Thank you very much.
Again, congratulations. And well, I have to read the text. The Gold Hugo goes to Skal, directed by Cécile Develle and Maria Torgaro, exquisitely filmed in the immersive landscape of a remote island in the North Sea. Skal explores the inner and outer landscapes of a young couple emerging lives within the newly expanding world of adulthood. This intimate lyrical portrait comes in a richly poetic form that speaks to the insider-outsider dynamic that storytellers so often embody in order to gain new perspectives. The early experiences of exploring one's sense of place and belonging is set against the yearning and fears that comes from choosing a creative life within a conservative community, offering a shorthand on how to be brave and open to a wide world. And here are Cécile and Maria.
Hi, oh my God, this is such a huge honor. I'll wait for my co-director, Cecilia, as well. Hey. Yes, it's thank you so much to the jury, and I think we're both like very overwhelmed and surprised and honored. So it means a lot, and we cannot wait to tell the protagonists, because it's been quite a journey with them, and especially for Dania, who had to build up a lot of courage to go through this whole process, and her very supportive boyfriend, inspiring boyfriend, Trygve. So yes, and thanks to the whole team behind the film. Thanks to our production company, Made in Copenhagen, and to Kyk Pictures, and to the Danish Film Institute for your support. Yes. Thank you so much for everyone else involved. This is amazing. Thank you. Yeah. Such a shame we can't be there. Oh man.
Yeah, it's such a shame. But and also thanks to my family, thanks for all their support and love. Yeah.
Thanks, Cecile Maria. Thanks for making a great film. Now, Mimi Plochet will announce the big winners of our feature competition.
Hello again. Thank you, Anthony. And again, congratulations to all the winners. The Chicago International Film Festival, now celebrating our 57th year, is the oldest competitive film festival in North America. The top prizes in each competition is the Gold Hugo, which represents the spirit of discovery. Past Gold Hugo winners have included several filmmakers who have gone on to win top awards around the world, as well as internationally acclaimed filmmakers ranging from Alejandro González Iñárritu, Asghar Farhadi, as well as Wim Wenders, Krzysztof Kieślowski, Zhang Yimou, Robert Altman, Michelle Haneke, and many, many more. This year's International Feature Film Competition featured 13 feature-length films from celebrated filmmakers. The jury is composed of award-winning directors, film scholars, and journalists and film programmers from around the world. And I wanted to welcome this year's jury who have spent the last week with us in person celebrating cinema. It's so great to be here. So I would like to let you know who's on the jury. First is award-winning Italian filmmaker Gianfranco Rossi, who was also awarded the Artistic Achievement Award for his film Notturno last year. It's great to have you in Chicago. Award-winning Iranian filmmaker Shahram Mokri, who won the Silver Hugo Jury Prize last year for his film Careless Crimes. Film scholar and award-winning writer Barbara Klinger. Buenos Aires-based film journalist and film festival programmer Juan Manuel Dominguez, and Canadian filmmaker Patricia Rozema. Thank you so much to you all for spending the last week with us. It's been such a pleasure having you back with us, being back in the theater and back together. So first, please welcome Juan Manuel Dominguez to announce our first award.
Hello, everyone. My name is Juan Manuel Dominguez, and I just want to state on record that I'm not the best journalist in Argentina, so I don't want anyone angry at me at home. I'm part of the jury of the International Feature Film Jury, and on our side, I believe myself and my fellow members, jury members, just want to say thank you to the festival. This is a beautiful festival, a heartfelt festival that made us remember what it was like to watch movies for 10 days and to see how beautiful that is for us, how much it defines of what we want to do and how we want to feel the world. So thank you so much for that. That being said, I'm going to start with a mention. Honorable, what you have to deal with me, you have already seen that I'm not from here, so I'll deal with the accent, guys. We have an honorable mention that goes to Prayers for the Stolen, which is Noches de Fuego in my language, directed by Tatiana Hueso. In a media culture that abounds with stories about Mexican drug cartels that tend to focus on the men involved and the macho environments that support them, Hueso offers a different perspective. She concentrates on the women who work in the poppy fields for the cartel and whose daughters are often stole by the cartel from their homes, never to be seen again. The story of how mothers try to protect their daughters and how those daughters come of age in these deadly circumstances offers a perspective on the cause of the drug trade. Are we okay? Perfect. I do that a lot, so thank you. Here with us is producer Jim Stark to accept the award. So, Jim.
Hi, I'm here in Mexico City. We had a big week this week because our film was chosen as the Mexican Oscar entry. But this is also great. On behalf of my producing partner, Nico Celis, on behalf of our distributor platform, Netflix, and especially on behalf of our cast and crew, who worked really long hours in a small village in the mountains for over 2 months with no telephone, no internet to make this movie. I wanted to thank Mimi and her team for including the film in this very important festival, and of course, thank the jury for their award. But my main job here is that Tatiana couldn't join today, so she asked me as one of the producers to read this brief message from her. And she said, "I feel very honored and grateful for this special mention. Thank you very much to the jury for having valued our film. Noche de Fuego is a small window through which you can see one of the difficult realities that we live in Mexico. My heart rejoices to know that this story has reached audiences at the Chicago Film Festival. Thank you very much to the festival and the programmers for having embraced our film." And that's from Tatiana Hueso. If you didn't see the film in Chicago at the festival, it's going to be on Netflix starting in the middle of November. It's a unique movie, and I urge you to try and watch it. Thank you again very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Barbara Klinger, and I'm delighted to be joining you this morning and talking about the awards that our jury has given out for this year's film festival. And I want to echo Juan's comments and thanks to the festival organizers, Vivian Tang and Mimi Plache. It's been a true pleasure being here and working with them and working with my fellow jurists. So all very happy and good. I'm here to present the award for the silver plaque for the best art direction. And I'm also very happy to announce that it goes to Sergei Fevrolev for Captain Volkonogov Escaped, directed by Natasha Merkulova and Alexei Chupin. The art direction in this film creates one of its boldest and most expressive visual elements. It vividly conveys not just the historical period of 1938 during Stalin's reign, but also the relentless horror of this murderous era, fusing style with unmistakable socio-political critique. And that's along with the other beautiful things it does cinematically. So congratulations to Sergei Fevrolev. And indeed, we have a message from him as he's accepting this award.
Мечта любого кинематографиста — найти некий универсальный язык, который будет понятен всем без границ. В фильме «Капитан Волконогов» мы искали этот язык и в изображении. И я очень признателен, благодарен Чикагскому фестивалю за то, что он оценил нашу работу, подтвердив наше стремление и доказав нетщетность наших усилий. Спасибо большое.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shahram Mokri, and the Silver Hugo for Best Cinematography goes to Kasper Taxen for The Worst Person in the World by director Joachim Trier. Shooting on 35mm, Taxen captures an intensified urban landscape for color and light to animate and deepen this contemporary romantic comedy, with a reliance on natural light for numerous scenes and carefully rendered interiors using artificial light, plus a standout scenes when the heroine runs through streets where everyone is frozen in time. Taxen fluidly demonstrates the rich capabilities of film as a medium while infusing the worst person in the world with a lively visual imagination. Please welcome to cinematographer Kasper Taxen.
Hello, Chicago. My second city. I was fortunate enough to shoot a TV show in 2011 called Boss. It was such a dear experience to me to be in that city. So also a great pleasure and honor to win this award. Of course, thank you, Joachim Trier, the director, who insisted on shooting 35mm film and taught me how to use a dolly again. Big thanks to my friend, Olivier Coutet, the editor, who makes me look better. And Julien Allery, our color timer, who also did an amazing job. Thank you, guys. On a darker note, I have to send out my condolences to Helena Hutchins' family, friends, colleagues. She died of a tragic accident yesterday on set shooting, an accident that should have been avoided. It could have been avoided. A reminder for us to think twice on a movie set and take care of each other. So much love. Thank you.
The next award is the Silver Hugo for the best screenplay and goes to What Do We See When We Look at the Sky by Alexandre Kobridze, capturing tiny moments of day-to-day life in the Georgian town of Kutaisi, including the point of view of a sibling. The writer-director Alexandre Kobridze delicately creates a script that revels in the many different narrative and stylistic approaches that cinema affords the adventurous filmmaker, be it breaking the fourth wall or documenting daily read. The script produces a playful and absurd fable that reflects the messy, gentle magic of life and love. Please welcome to writer-director Alexandre Kobridze.
Hello, everyone. Do you hear us? I think so. I'm Alexander Kobridze. This is my brother, Georgi, who wrote the music for the film. And we just arrived in Vienna, so it's the most strange way to accept an award. Our laptop is on a coffee machine where we take our electricity. So I'll be short because we can be taken by securities any moment. So this is the suspense. I really didn't expect it award, and especially for the script, but I'm really, really happy. Our grandfather was a script writer, so I think we dedicate this award to him. And also, of course, this award belongs to the whole team. I think everyone who was involved. And especially, I think, also to our father, who also plays a small role in the film and whose favorite music band is Chicago. So thanks to everyone, and see you next time. Thank you.
So I'm not at the airport, as you can see, and that was fantastic. And I'm here to introduce the Silver Hugo, or Hugo, if you were born in Buenos Aires, for Best Male Performance. It actually goes to Bully Lanners. Nobody Has to Know, directed by Bully Lanners. With subtlety and power, Lanners embodies the story of a man who temporarily loses his memory to a stroke and struggles to understand who he was and who he might wish to become. Lanners' intimate performance and his character's transformation from a confused amnesiac to a man restored to his memories is quiet and completely in keeping with the stark reserve of the Scottish community in which he lives. We have with us a very happy video of a very happy Bully Lanners saying very happy things in a very happy festival.
Hello, I'm Bully. I'm in France for the moment. I'm shooting in a movie in the mountains, as you can see. I would like to say thank you. Thank you to receiving this award. It makes me very happy, very proud, and also very surprised because it's the first time I play in English in a movie. It's maybe the last time, I don't know. But anyway, it's the first time I receive an award in States, so it makes me very, very proud and very, very happy. You make me happy today. Thank you for this. Thank you a lot. I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gianfranco Rosi, and I'm pleased to announce that the Silver Hugo for Best Female Performance goes to Michelle Fairley in Nobody Has to Know, directed by Bully Lanners. We just saw. Ferry offers audiences a dignified character who who along with actor Bully Landers finds herself in a deeply conflicted later in love story. The flawed character she creates reveals her loneliness and sometimes unwise choices with grace and depth. And the next award is the Silver Hugo, and I'm reading. The Silver Hugo for Best Director goes to Peter Kerkes for 107 Mothers. With a strong, now I'm moved, thinking about the strong film. And with a strong background in documentary filmmaking, Kerkes brings his unique eye for authenticity to this first fiction film. Set in a woman's prison in Ukraine for new mothers and their babies, he avoids easy pitfalls sentimentality. His unflinching presentation of institutional closeness is constantly cinematic, political, and moral. Throughout an austere mise-en-scène and a series of understated performances, Kerkes creates a captures somber environment, leavened by a rare moment of tenderness. We have this video. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you very much for the award. It's for me like coming back home because I received the Hugo for the best documentary in 2009 for my film Cooking History. I'm really very moved and pleased to receive such a big award. I would like to thank, especially thank to the all mothers in the prison number 74 in Odessa, because it's not my film, it's really our film. This woman, they gave to this film really a lot from their lives and their personalities and everything. So I would like to thank first of all to them, and of course also to my mother and to my family that was supporting me during these long 6 years while we were preparing and working on this film. And I have a chance to congratulate to Sergei Loznitsa, whose film and way of filmmaking was inspiring me a lot. So thanks to him also. All the best. Bye.
Hi, I'm back, and I'm delighted to present the Silver Hugo Jury Award to Drive My Car by director Ryosuke Hamaguchi. Hamaguchi offers a story about a multilingual restaging in Japan of Anton Chekhov's Uncle Vanya to contemplate the associations between art, loss, and human connection. Through a film that is part road movie, part romantic melodrama, and part self-reflexive take on aesthetic craft, the director considers the role of control in the artistic process, when it should be exercised and when it should be relinquished, to produce a complex and thought-provoking study of human relationships in the wake of the death of loved ones, and so much more. So many congratulations to Director Hamaguchi. He is here to accept the award. And after his comments, Mimi Plauché will step forward to interpret his remarks for the audience. Thank you.
「こんにちは。ドライブ・マイ・カー監督共同脚本を担当しました浜口竜介です。この度、シカゴ国際映画祭、インターナショナルコンペティションの部門で、審査員賞を、ドライブ・マイ・カーがいただいたということで、代表してお礼を申し上げます。本当にありがとうございます。この映画、村上春樹さんの同名の小説を映画化したものですけれども、村上春樹さんの物語自体から、とても大きな力をいただいたというふうにも思っています。原作者の村上春樹さんにまず何より、感謝をしたいと思います。そして、その物語を本当に素晴らしい形で表現をしてくれた、役者の一人一人が、やはりこの受賞の、大きな理由になっていると、信じています。私自身が本当に、驚きながら、その 演技を見ていました。それをそのまま観客の皆さんにお届けするっていうことができて、この受賞にもつながっているんじゃないかと思います。で、それは一人一人スタッフが、キャストの皆さんが演技をしやすいような環境を作るっていう意識で仕事をしてくれたおかげだと思っています。そういうのを本当に一人一人スタッフ、一人一人プロデューサーに至るまで考えてくれた。その結果、この受賞なのではないかと思っています。この映画の魅力、発見をしてくれた審査員の皆さんに、心からお礼を申し上げます。本当にありがとうございます。
Hello again. I feel a little bit like the interpreter in Lost in Translation, but I'll give brief remarks about what he said. First, he said again, I'm Hamaguchi Ryusuke, director of Drive My Car. He wanted to thank the Chicago International Film Festival as well as the jury for this jury prize. Thank you very much. He said that really he needs to give credit to author Murakami Haruki. The film is based on a novel of the same name, Drive My Car by Murakami. And he said it's the strength of the original novel and the novelist that made this film successful. He also wanted to thank the great actors that he worked with and their strong performances. He thinks that it's because of their performance that the film achieved such excellence, and that he himself was surprised by their performances as he was directing them. And he thinks that perhaps the audience and the jury as well found their performances surprising. And finally, he'd like to thank the crew for creating such a great environment in which the actors felt comfortable and could work. And he even wanted to thank the producer for their work in making this film possible. He said everybody together made this film as wonderful as it was. So thank you very much. And now we have Patricia Rosema, who's going to announce the Gold Hugo Award for Best Film in the festival.
Hi, I'm Patricia Rosema, and I've been very honored to be on the jury for the 57th Chicago International Feature Film Competition Awards. We've had stimulating conversation and we've seen this fine city, and we're very honored to announce that the Gold Hugo for Best Film goes to Memoria by Apichatpong Veerasettakul for its sense of cinematic poetry and profound humanism. In this meditative film, the director creates a story that reveals our connection to the place we live, the living and the dead, to the past and the present, and to the terrestrial and not. Here, Tilda Swinton's note-perfect performance embodies Veerasettakul's faith in cinema, in science and in secular mysticism, and in the possibilities of cross-cultural empathy and understanding.
Hello, it's Apichatpong Veerasettakul. Greetings from Thailand, where I've just received the very great news. Thank you very much. I feel overwhelmed because Chicago was like my second home, where I discovered different kind of cinema in the classrooms, at the Chicago Filmmakers, at the Film Center, Facet, the Music Box, and of course at the Chicago International Film Festival. So this award is very meaningful to me and makes me feel very grateful for the experience there. Memoria was a dream, and I value greatly its journey from Colombia to Chicago. It's a big collaborative work with many lives behind it. So I'd like to thank you, the jury members and the festival so much on behalf of my team members and on behalf of Tilda Swinton, who would jump with joy with the news. And also from the producers and the team at Neon. We are overjoyed. We are grateful to be able to share this film in the cinema and to celebrate the strength of this ritual. So thank you also to the audience who came, and also to the theater staff, to the projectionists, to make this experience possible. And I hope that we can keep this ritual alive for a long time. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to all the winners of this year's Chicago International Film Festival. On behalf of Vivian Tang, Managing Director, and all of the jury, we wanted to say thank you, congratulations, and have a great day.
Thank you.
See you at the movies.
Oh.
Yeah. Weird.